This thing is enormous. Just flew up that. This looks scary. Little tunnel. Good morning, you beautiful people. Next episode, Utah. Plan to be here for like probably a week at least. We're gonna hit all the national parks, a bunch of state parks, see a bunch of sick freaking canyons and rock structures. It's gonna be awesome. This is almost, I could say, I'm looking forward to this probably the most out of all the states. Something about what I've been researching looks just insane. Yep, it's 10 o'clock. We're still in New Mexico, but we're heading to Monument Valley, which I think is actually in Arizona, but close enough. And then we'll head up through into Utah and go to Valley of the Gods, I believe it's called, and we'll camp there. So let's do it. Check that out. That is some pretty interesting rock formation, I must say. I ain't ever seen nothing like that before. Every time that you call. Yo, Monument Valley. It's gonna be sick. Look at those things. I really want to know how that even came to happening. I'm sure I could look it up, but I'm too lazy. Maybe I'll find out at the visitor center. Those things are freaking sick, dude. Let's go. Yo! Pretty cool, huh? I ain't ever seen anything like this ever. We're on this gravel road. Hopefully we don't get stuck. Well, alright. That was pretty awesome. Definitely worth going to. Heading out of Monument Valley now. I get to see it, y'all don't. But it's still pretty awesome. We're heading to Valley of the Gods. I'll hopefully find camp there. That's the plan. Hopefully that works out. But yeah, man, that was freaking cool. I love doing that little off-roading drive. It's kind of like the first time, I guess you'd call it off-roading, that I've done it with my truck. Did well. That was fun. Yep, we're about 30 miles from Valley of the Gods, so I'll see y'all there. I guess this isn't the last of the off-roading we're doing. All right, made it to our camp spot. Yeah, I think this spot will do. They have a campfire pit, but it said they're banned right now for, I don't know what the heck's gonna catch on fire, but they got a fire ban. Yep, this place is free. Woo! I don't know why, but I feel like making oatmeal. Sounds pretty good. Yay, oatmeal! You know, when I was in high school, and I was in my peak bulk phase of working out, I think I had oatmeal every single day for probably 3 years. It's just, I love it. I'm like not exaggerating either. I had it probably every single day. And I'll put banana and peanut butter in it. Dude, it's good. I love oatmeal. My weather app says it's going to get down to 23 tonight. So we're going to get extra bundled up because that is cold. And I got my heat warmers. Chuck them in there. I'll be good. That is the coldest I've camped in, so we'll see. All right, let's make some dinner. Ramen and tuna tonight. That's the way to do it. Where's my thing? Just gotta let that boil. Dude, that sun went down, immediately just dropped like, I swear, 15 degrees. It is freezing. You know, doing this in the winter ain't for the weak. Let me tell you, it gets cold. All right, good enough. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever done this. I don't know what's about to happen. You know, even if it don't taste good, I don't really have a choice. I gotta get some protein in me. Yummy! Tuna ramen. Honestly, it smells pretty good. I hope it tastes right. I honestly don't even like tuna that much, so screw it. It's really not that bad. Especially when you got this to look at while you eat your dinner. Alright, fellas. It's bedtime. We got Arches National Park tomorrow. Let's go! Good morning. Good golly, is it cold. I'm gonna get up in the next 10 minutes probably, but it's hard because it is freezing outside. Let me show you all the windows. Yeah, it's cold. For those who haven't seen the first video, I'm sleeping out of my truck and traveling across the country. Here's my setup. I got my sleeping bag, 2 blankets, pillow, and then I got this mattress. This is where I'm sleeping. I throw all my stuff in the front. Alright, we're heading out of camp just at daylight so we can get to the next couple parks I'm going to today early. So we're heading out of here on this dirt road. Man, I don't know exactly what Jesus the temperature is, but it's cold. Let's go. We finally made it to Fisher Towers. It's just like 30 minutes east of Moab. It took about 2 hours to get here from Valley of the Gods. And we got ourselves a little 5-mile hike to go check out these towers. I believe that's it right there. Let's go. Massive canyon. Is actually so sick. Driving through was one of the coolest things ever. Right beside the Colorado River. Just driving through the canyon, that was freaking awesome. Dude, these things are insane. Dude, these things are sick. Look at that. What in the... Just these massive towers. So sick. And then you're in this giant canyon. Videos don't do it justice. Heading back from the top of the trail now. Dude, those rock formations were just insane. I really wanted to rock climb them, I'm not gonna lie, but I saw a picture of someone rock climbing. I don't know if you're allowed to anymore. It was like an old picture, but dude, it looks sick. But oh well, what can you do? Alright, just made it out of Fisher Towers, and we're getting back into Moab. I gotta stop at the store, because I need to grab a couple things. Like some fruit. I haven't had fruit since, like, almost a week. That's no good. Probably gonna grab some apples and maybe some oranges. Those should last a while. And then I might grab some crackers. I want some crackers. And whatever else I might see, so let's go to the store. Alright, just made it back from the store, and I got some fruit, and I got some pasta sauce for some macaroni, and now we're in Arches National Park. This is the 3rd national park of the trip, I believe, if I counted right. Should be sick. It's lunchtime, and I'm starving, so I'm gonna get to this trailhead, make some pasta, and then we're gonna do a little hike to Delicate Arch, I believe. Yes, sir. Dang, dude. Check out those snow-capped mountains. Yes, sir. Come on. Alright, well, made my lunch. Brain kind of turned off, and I forgot to drain the pasta before adding my sauce, so it's kind of just like tomato soup and macaroni. Honestly, it's freaking delicious still. Alright, lunch is over. Pretty much larger lunch than I would have liked to have. I mean, a lot more pasta than I thought I did. Oh well. Might actually take a nap at the trailhead after eating all that. Freaking tired. We'll see. Or maybe I'll do one after. Oh, morning. Yeah, I just fell asleep in my seat. Much needed. Let's go hiking. Whoa. Thing's giant. This thing is enormous. I want to know how that arch came to be. I'm pretty sure it obviously has to do something with wind and water, but how, dude? The video doesn't do it justice how enormous that thing is. Actually incredible. Alright, we're back in the car. Shocker, am I right? No. Yeah, that was a pretty awesome hike. That arch was unbelievable. Gotta check it out in person. It's so much better than whatever footage I took. But we're gonna head out of Arches National Park and go find a place to camp. It's about 3 o'clock. We have less than 3 hours of daylight, so we need to find camp. I have a couple places I have listed, so I'm gonna go check those out, see which one I like the best. All right, made it to Canyonlands National Park. Here's where we're sleeping tonight. Gonna make a fire. There's a bench, the truck, just a campground. $15 for the night. Figure that's worth it, staying in the national park. So yeah, I'm gonna get everything situated and make dinner a little bit later. Don't hate on Spam until you try it. Shit good. Ah, smoke. Mm-hmm. All right, well, the fire's a success. Thank God. No problems there. And then had our Spam, delicious. And so I'm gonna let this burn out. Sun will go down soon, and then I'm going into bed because I'm already cold. So I gotta stay by the fire. All right. Morning. It's definitely not as cold as tonight that it was last night, but it's still pretty chilly. Alright, let's make some breakfast. Alright, well, all my water's frozen, so I can't do anything. So I put it in my truck, and I'm gonna let it heat up. Maybe it'll just enough, or some of it will melt. There's a little observatory we're gonna go check out. Truck said it was 22 degrees, but my weather app said it was only gonna get down to like 25, so it's in the ballpark. Regardless, it's still cold. Let's go check out this lookout. Dude, I know the camera does not do this justice. This is insane. I have a feeling I know why it's called Canyonlands National Park. This sunrise drive is actually sick. Alright, we're driving out of Canyonlands. I would have loved to spend so much more time here, but I found out my cousin is in Vegas until Sunday, so I'm going to try and make it so I have a place to sleep that's not my truck. That would be lit. So I'm kind of on a time crunch now, unfortunately. But you know, it's always going to be here. I can come back. So we're heading to Goblin Valley State Park, I believe it's called. It's about an hour and a half, so let's hit the road. Cities from my heart, just let it be. Check out the goblins. That is so strange. Goblin Valley. Again, how do these things form? I only had an apple today, so I'm gonna make some breakfast. All my water's frozen. All right, have my breakfast. Let's go check out these goblins. They look freaking funny. It's chilly. All right, looks like we get to do a little bit of scrambling. That's gonna be fun. Okay, just flew up that. This looks scary. This is in fact goblin lair. All right, well, that was cool. Fun little scrambling. What the heck? You know, I bet there's hundreds of caves like that in this state park. I bet there's tons that haven't even been discovered yet. Caves are pretty cool. Scary, but you know, as much scary stuff as I do, caving is like something I don't mess with. All right, we're heading out of Goblin. That was very interesting, must I say. Totally worth stopping by though if you're doing these national parks. It's just along the way between, what was that, Canyonlands, and now I'm going to Capitol Reef, so it's worth stopping by. Bro, where am I? There ain't no way I'm on Earth right now. I have seen some of these strangest little hills like this on this drive. Welcome to Capitol Reef National Park. Don't know why it's called Capitol Reef, whatever that means, but massive canyons. Dude, it looks like there's some incredible rock climbing here. Maybe in the future I'll come back. But we're just gonna drive through the park. There's definitely a lot to do here, but nothing that extremely excites me. And I would rather just drive through this park, get to Bryce Canyon, or whatever it's called. Yeah, Canyon. Camp there, and then that way I'll have all day tomorrow for Bryce Canyon, go to Zion, and then Zion and Saturday too. And then I'll go to Vegas, if that makes any sense. So yep, that's the plan. We're gonna keep on keeping on. There is a little panorama point, so I guess we'll stop by and go see what this is about. It is windy and it is very cold. I need to get back in my truck. Dang. Okay, sweet. Just made it to Bryce Canyon National Park. Checked in with the visitor center, and that their campground, it's $30 for the night. But just outside the park, they have a bunch of free spots. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go for free. Not paid $30. That's a little nuts. So yeah, it's about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna set up camp and chill out, make dinner a little bit later. All right, made it to the camp. They got a little fire pit. I'm gonna have to research if they're banned or not right now because I'm down to do another fire. There's the truck. We're just in this forest right outside the park. Pretty secluded. There's no other campsites even close to me, so should be good. Sweet, we got our little fire going. Put this on top. Got our ramen packet. We're just gonna doink. Ramen, yummy. Morning. Let's go explore Bryce Canyon. I really have to go to the bathroom, and they don't have bathrooms here, so I gotta get to the park. Every morning I gotta fill up my tire. I think I have like a tiny air leak in this one. It loses just like, well, it lost 10 PSI, maybe 13, I don't know. That was a lot. Definitely more than normal tonight. But I know the cold doesn't help and deflates all the tires, but this one deflates a lot. So hopefully that doesn't become a problem in the morning. I gotta inflate it every morning. Alright, we're in the park. Went to the bathroom. That was nice. And now we're gonna go check out what we got going on. I think a little 3-mile hike today. Sun's just starting to pop up. Little tunnel. Alright, we're heading out of Bryce Canyon. That was sick. We're heading to Zion now, which I'm super looking forward to. Be there in about an hour and a half. It looks like there's maybe some snow going on over there. It's a little worrisome. Keeping my eye on it though. Be alright. Maybe it's just rain. It's just sitting right at 32 right now, so I don't know if it's gonna snow or like sleet or what, but we're heading to Zion. I can't tell if that's precipitation or just a really low cloud. It's open over there, so hopefully this is just like a very short little thing. Good golly! Don't you dare run. Don't even think about it. Jesus. I just saw buffalo. I didn't know those were here. At first I just thought they were cows, and I was like, those are buffalo. Dang, I hope I see more so I can take a video. That was sick. I've never seen one before. Honestly, I had no idea they were here. Maybe they're not wild because it's in like a fenced thing, but still. Welcome to Zion National Park. We're here nice and early, 10 a.m. Hopefully I can see like a bighorn sheep or a ram, unless that's the same thing. But I saw a sign, so that would be awesome. Bunch of turkeys in the road. I don't know what's about to happen when I walk past them. Get out of here. I don't think they like me. That's hilarious. So we made it to Zion National Park and went to the visitor center to ask about camping, and the camp in one of the campgrounds was like $45. I was like, oh my gosh, dude. And so I asked about some camping outside the park. There I found some. So probably we'll do that tonight. Or I might just say screw it and drive all the way to Vegas and get an extra night in a hotel, which sounds fabulous. And well, I was thinking, what hike am I going to want to do? Well, I didn't get a permit for Angel's Landing, but you can pretty much do like the whole thing without a permit. So that's what we're going to do now. This place is unreal. Alright, well that was it for Zion, and I got the go-ahead to go to Vegas. So I'm on my way. Just stopped at In-N-Out. It'll be my first time. Pretty excited. Heard it's pretty good. So we're going to try some In-N-Out. But that's the end of this episode. Utah. Up next, we've got... Well, I'm going to go into California for a couple days, but then go to Arizona for a long time. So, pretty much Arizona next.